Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, and evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends waiting just around the bay. Welcome.
Is that the one that goes everywhere you look? Oh, yeah. Dude, I love how we were like right off. Just enough to be extremely dissonant.
Yeah, we're not very good at that.
Welcome to the three-man cult.
That's
is it.
Chad.
We did not record 5 episodes prior to this episode.
We have.
This is our first episode.
This is totally cold open.
Yep. This is just a podcast where we do a little more than just shoot the shoot, right?
Shoot the breeze. Yeah, there's
Shoot
a little
the
bit more flavor on there.
Should we be completely inoffensive and like not cuss ever and like not talk about anything? Like, should we do like today on building blocks, and then we just have a segment where we like build Legos?
Mega blocks.
I like how this is the least funny part we've ever recorded, so I'm just gonna move on.
My name is Tanner.
My name's Chad. And
who's that guy?
I'm Melody.
Word.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So this is our first episode. So I thought we would just, I don't know. I don't like being the ringleader. You be the ringleader.
We're just saying welcome, dude.
That's true.
We're just saying get on your horse and ride with us.
Have you ever been on a stage and been given a mic?
Yes.
The moment you hear your voice. Well, music is different.
Okay.
I feel like music, like, when I like played in a band, I was never like afraid of people hearing my guitar. I was super self-conscious about my voice. But when I was playing the show and the lyric part came up, I was just kind of like, well, got to do it, right?
Well, yeah.
But when you're on stage, when someone's like, here, like, oh, say something, and then you like grab the mic and you just hear your booming voice over the PA, and they're like, now tell me what your favorite Christmas movie is.
So people often
like that.
Put mics in your face and ask you your favorite Christmas movie on stage.
I've been to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay, yeah. I've done a couple live theater performances of that.
I feel it's so much more nerve-wracking than like this or streaming, like live streaming like a game or like playing music because it's like so...
I get energized.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like... I don't know.
Do you get nervous?
I get nervous, but I think it's just because I'm not like used to hearing my voice so loud, and when I realize how loud I am, I'm like, oh shoot. Like I did a stand-up comedy. Like that stand-up comedy is a good example. Like I did that and I won the competition. I have like the video of it and it was great, but I was so dang nervous the whole time.
But if you did it and got through it, that I think that's the most normal, right? Everybody's you're just blocking out the nerves. Professional athletes are nervous for Game 7, but so you suppress it or utilize.
Do you like get the shakes when you're like on stage ever?
I totally have. Shoot. Yeah, doing stand up. Same thing though. Even when I knew I was going to bomb or I was bombing, I felt
emboldened.
Yes,
really?
Energy from the like. Oh wow! So now there's 30 people in here that are really having an awkward time, and I would be thinking about that, and I'm like, that is comedy in and of itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how often do you bomb?
Always. I've had one good set.
Really?
I've been out of the comedy game for a while.
Oh, no.
The first time I ever did it, hella laughs. It was really good, very invigorating. I was like, there's something here. I got laughs one other time, too. Remember when we did it with our boss at the store?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
That was a pretty good time,
Open mic. Were you there when I tried to do stand-up comedy, except I like tried to do my own style?
No.
And my style was like, I'm just going to tell a story and make it funny, and it was the worst thing ever.
or it could have been the best thing.
Dude, I lost so much water weight sweating in that chair just sitting there and like trying to tell a funny story.
That might have been why it was a little unfunny.
I was like, dang, I realize now that I like tell this story to like my grandma, and none of these people here are boomers, so they do not give a single crap about my like childhood funny life.
They're not your grandma, so they don't care at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, Tanner, let's fully introduce ourselves, Tanner.
Word.
There's a few things I think you should say. Your name, which is Tanner. Mm-hmm. You should say what you're into. What do you do? I know this, but no one else.
Obviously, I like hockey. Maple Leafs, everybody.
Tanner is a hockey guy.
But I'm really a Ducks fan, number one. We are in SoCal. I'll reveal that much information with the audience.
Does that like raise your chances of getting into a fist fight when you have 2 different teams on?
No, but I've gotten a lot of comments about that. Like, well, who's your, like, I thought you
have a girlfriend, bro?
Like,
yeah, I've been with her for like 8 years. Like, no, all right, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, at baseball games, we just like punch each other when the Dodgers come to Angel Stadium.
That never happens.
People get put in the hospital.
I think they were like, all right, we're just not gonna. You're not allowed to play anymore.
We all used to work, all the three of us, at the most familiar coffee brand in the country. Do we want to say? Can you guys guess?
What's the rarest? Pete's?
There's one called Black Rock, and the PNW is pretty.
Do you guys remember
freaking
Seattle's
good.
Best?
Oh yeah,
Dude, Seattle's Best coffee.
They sell it at AM PM, dog.
Okay, when I was a kid, when I like started getting really into coffee when I was like a teen, I started drinking Seattle's Best coffee because it was like crack. I was like, this coffee just gets me like zipped and zooted, rather. And then I remember thinking like, oh man, Starbucks sucks. Like I like Seattle's Best way better. And then I found out that Seattle's Best is like a ghost kitchen of Starbucks. Like, I tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I found that out where someone was like, oh yeah, that gingerbread thing that you used to drink at Seattle's Best, it's at Starbucks now. That was just a test, thing.
Oh, but
And my
remember
heart was
Seattle's
broken.
Best had the best hot chocolate you could ever have.
Dude, yeah, Seattle's Best coffee was amazing. And I've never even tried anything else. Just the one Seattle coffee, and I thought it was the best.
It's good enough for you.
But yeah, we all were baristas. We all worked the coffee business.
For a minute.
Which is why you see us now on a podcast with all three of our shining egos. I feel like you can't work at a coffee shop if you don't have a little bit of ego. You know what I mean? I've never worked with someone who, good or bad, like ego is not always bad, right?
No.
Sometimes ego is really fun. Like you like, oh, I like this guy because he's so energetic and like he's a ham, you know, and I love that. But I think that you have to be like a little egotistic.
Well, you have to be a little bit on, and you're always like seen.
True.
That's the thing that's different about working in like a kitchen. Like everybody's watching you prepare it for them.
Yeah.
Right there.
I could never watch my mouth either. I'd always get in trouble for that.
I know.
Be like, by the way, customers can hear you because they're like standing right there. I'm like, I know. I want them to hear me.
I made a fucking great latte.
I've actually like told a customer like a few things to their face before, and it just felt so good. Granted, it was a shitty retail job dealing with coffee.
Yeah.
And I just stopped working there recently, but I was younger. But I just remember like it always felt so good to just tell a customer off.
Always.
I've worked to get it out.
I've worked a job where like the managers encouraged it. They said like, dude, if anyone's giving you trouble, just tell them they got to leave. Like tell them off.
Yeah.
I had the same kind of manager also.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
The thing with coffee is you always have the customers that think they know more than you, but you literally work there.
Yeah.
I had a guy be like, oh yeah, well, you know, I drink this chai tea latte every day, so I know what it tastes like. I was like, oh yeah, I make like 100 of them a day. So, and then I immediately walked to the back and was just like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. We're all big music fans here too.
Yeah.
I think we're all kind of similar on like a lot of really key points. We all have similar work experiences. We all love music. I mean, you like sports. Albie, do you like sports?
I love sports.
Albie loves sports.
I like sports
we're playing some
too,
fantasy
but
football.
I just like... I used to go to baseball games all the time, and I used to love watching basketball, but now it's just like not on my radar ever. If you invite me to a game, though, I'll go. But I don't know if I can say that I love sports.
You don't have an investment in it.
Yeah. I used to want to play baseball.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to like want to be a baseball player.
You wanted to be a pro?
Yeah. I was about to take baseball in my senior year of high school, and then I was like, instead I'll do guitar, advanced guitar.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked out to my benefit, I guess, but now I'm not fit and a millionaire.
That'd be nice.
I was good at it too. Like I actually thought that I could be a baseball person. Like I was rarely striking out, and it was really fun. I loved baseball, but I ran like the weird kid that runs to his classes. I ran like that, I think it was probably funny.
I could see that.
Like,
What'd you play?
I'm like, Sonic, huh?
Shortstop?
No, I was always just like out in like the field. I was
you
like,
sucked.
You think so?
I thought you said you were good.
So if you play in the outfield, you suck?
You suck.
Is that true?
Unless you can hit
Yeah,
dingers.
if you play in the outfield, you usually are a hitter.
Yeah, you're
okay, so I was
dinger.
just a hitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good at batting?
I was really good at batting.
That's why you played outfield.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. That's so funny. But yeah, I was never good at like catching it super fast. Like, oh my God, it would always whiz past me when I tried to do anything like shortstop. And the bases, I mean, I played bases every so often, but I don't think I was very good at that either. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe I did suck.
Second base is a hard position.
But you know what, man?
Yeah.
You know what? I will argue this, that in baseball, the money makers are the hitters. No one cares if you're a good outfielder, if you're a good hitter.
Right. Nobody's talking about all those rad fly balls Mike Trout catches.
Yeah,
They're talking about 40 home runs, you know.
Right, yeah. Is he a home runner?
Mike Trout?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
People argue he might be one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
Dang.
Already, his career's maybe.
And they've never won.
Half,
Is he a Christian too?
I don't know anything about him.
Well, my grandma loves him, and like, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I love Mike. He's a great guy, and I'm like, he's Christian, isn't he?
He must be a Christ worshiper. I know that.
It's like I know he's got like a .1 RBI,
but he's a good old faith boy.
Like imagine like you're always last on the batting roster.
Ohtani has a 2 RBI.
Who?
Ohtani.
Who's Ohtani?
The Angels, right now, if you want to get into a little inside baseball, have 2 of the most electrifying players, certainly of this century so far.
Yeah, 2
and
generational players.
maybe of all time, like I said. Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout.
Wow.
And they don't even make the playoffs. They haven't made the playoffs in,
It's because they don't have
I don't even know,
they don't have a
Vlad Guerrero.
anything else.
they still have they don't have good pitching besides Ohtani.
There was an all-star Lakers team, there was an all-star Angels team, and they have not been the same since.
I mean, the Lakers won
LeBron
2 years ago.
LeBron on the Lakers is awesome.
Yeah.
He's great.
But their
With
team
AD.
sucks.
But now they're
Dude.
pretty terrible.
I'm a LeBron stan, and I don't even watch Lakers anymore. I love LeBron James.
He's pretty
hilarious.
exciting, too.
He's got star quality, like Shaq.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, amazing player, but he wasn't like a star like Shaq, you know?
Well, it was a different kind of stardom. He had such the Mamba mentality, killer instinct thing that I think that was almost enough of a show in and of itself.
You know what I like about that whole thing? It's like
What's
you
that?
always get the really lazy guy who's like Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be a Mamba, dude. It's like
dude,
you
yes,
are on your couch in
Everyone,
36.
everyone can buy jerseys. You know that, right?
They only cost $100.
Dude, it's when I was thinking about Kobe the other day, I was just thinking about how I do not know where I was when I saw 9/11 happen, or when I saw it happen. I was not there.
You weren't there.
But I would have remembered that. But like everyone is always like, you remember where you were in 9/11? I remember where I was when I found out Kobe died.
Yeah.
But I do not remember where I was when 9/11 happened.
I can remember 9/11 vividly, but Kobe Bryant, man, I am still really affected by that one.
Still
I was
in
just
shock. Me
talking
too.
about
Yeah.
this.
It was what, 2 years ago now?
It was right before everything pandemic stuff. It was
That's
January
crazy.
2020.
What was it, January?
I remember going down to get my coffee
You and I were
in
together.
the morning. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was like
Not like
everyone
dating,
else
but-
on the street didn't have a frown. And I
Yeah.
was like, why are you going to smile at me passing you on the street? Like, don't you know what day it is, dude? I was so depressed.
I just remember like you and I were in the Starbucks. My buddy texts me, "Yo, Kobe Bryant might have just died."
Yeah.
I looked it up, and everyone in the store, you could just hear them muttering. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And everyone was just so depressed after that. They were just like, "Damn, like we just found out."
Let's really break it down. I know you're maybe the least sports guy, but in our lifetimes, we're all roughly the same age, right?
Yeah.
Is there a more prolific athlete truly? There's been a
Than
lot
Kobe?
in all the sports. Tom Brady, there's an argument.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is in our lifetime too.
He's a great golfer.
He loves golf. It's his favorite sport. Actually.
Remember the time that he like went to the Looney Tunes world
Yeah.
while he was golfing?
Dude, yes.
That actually happened.
The guy from Jurassic Park was there too. That was weird.
Oh, he was there. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
The guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
The one that gets eaten.
Newman.
And the guy from Caddyshack.
Oh, I do not know Caddyshack. Tanner, you're also very vintage minded. You like classic movies,
Thanks.
classic music. No, it's a good thing. Because you're not
Yeah.
a hipster. If you were a hipster, you would have been like, oh, I know. Also, I'm not photographed, but 2 cameras on me the whole time because you're just like,
No,
Unless it's a
I see what
Polaroid.
you mean though. Yeah, I have some classic interests.
yeah. But you're like really into it. Like I'll enjoy The Godfather.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the greatest movie I've seen. But you really, I think your top movies are usually like classic movies, right?
No, you know what? Most of my my top are some of them pretty recent.
Oh,
But I respect
Like what?
Yeah, what's your favorite movie, Tanner?
top 5?
Everyone's gonna think you're a guest on this
Waking
podcast.
Life.
Oh yeah, Waking Life. What's that about?
Waking Life, Richard Linklater. It's about a guy that can't wake up from his dreams.
Dang.
Keeps thinking he's woken up and he wakes up again.
Oh, is that just like Inception ripoff? Or Inception is a ripoff of it?
No, it's more just like it's just like he keeps waking up in the middle of these really profound conversations or things that are just kind of dreamlike. He's not even in a couple of the segments. It's just this kind of dream world that he created, and it's rotoscoped. So they filmed a whole movie, and every single frame of it is animated over it. So really weird, bizarre things start to kind of happen.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's a really cool, full of.
That's your favorite movie ever?
Maybe I'd say
it's profound, right?
It's up there. I shouldn't have mentioned it first because really my favorite movie is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's my number one.
That's a great movie.
I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan. A lot of people tell me I'm like, remind them of Jim Carrey. That's happened my whole life because I've been obsessed since The Mask.
Yeah,
all of it.
Dumb and Dumber. Dude, you rewrite your brain when you're a kid and you see a main character you like. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why mine's rotted out is because I saw anime at a young age.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be just like that guy.
Explains everything. I know.
But yeah, so that's your favorite Waking Life. We got to watch that sometime.
Oh, yeah, it's a great movie.
What's your favorite movie, Albie? Of all time?
Zoolander.
Really?
Zoolander.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie. I had a couple friends show me clips from it, though.
Oh
But I've never seen it.
Where have you been?
I don't know. I watched like Dodgeball and all those like classic ones.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Anchorman until like 10 years after it had been out.
What?
Yeah. When did Anchorman come out?
2006.
Yeah. It was like 10 years.
Wow, man.
And I was just like, wow, that was a great movie. I can't believe I missed that.
How did you communicate with your friends if in high school if you didn't have Anchorman quotes? And then after
they
that,
were in
Step
memes.
Brothers
They were in
quotes.
memes. Oh my god, it was
But that's
so
what I'm
many
saying.
memes.
We predate the memes.
Yeah.
And all we did was quote Dumb and Dumber and Tommy Boy.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
Anchorman.
Yeah. I think when I was a kid, one of my favorite movies was, let's see, what was it? Now I know what my favorite movie is. It's just a movie that I could watch over and over again. It's Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yeah.
That movie, because I used to be so edgy with like metal in those like Tumblr era days that I hated like that kind of aesthetic, like Wes Anderson's like it's not pastel goth, but it's like kind of similar in terms of like the crowd that likes that kind of stuff is usually like very artsy, and I was always super pretentious about not being an artsy person. I was like, yeah, it's stupid. And then I went and I saw it, and I was just like, that was the best movie I've ever seen. It was just insanely clever. It was structured really well. I love M. Gustav, Ralph Fiennes. No, it's not Ralph?
I think it's like Fiennes.
Is it Ralph though?
Yeah, Voldemort. He's in that movie.
It's Voldemort. There's a new movie coming out with him where he's like a chef, and it looks like a horror movie. I really want to see that.
Yeah, it's called The Menu or something.
Anything involving Ralph Fiennes or Fiennes or whatever. I think it's Fiennes, but anything involving him, I'm in.
Yeah,
I am in. I used to watch classics with my grandma, and I like a lot of classics, but just, I don't know. There's nothing better than a just hard-hitting, good modern movie.
Hard-hitting, good modern movie.
Yeah.
You guys picked sophisticated choices.
Were they too sophisticated?
And now he's like Zoolander, the Ben Stiller one.
Well, I think that Grand Budapest Hotel is very like specific. Like you will like it or you won't, or you'll think it was just too much.
Yeah, I mean Wes Anderson's got such a obviously
it's silly.
A personality.
It's
flavor.
whimsical. Yeah, it's silly and whimsical. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is just insanely good, but very depressing.
You think it's depressing? The movie makes me very happy.
No, it made me really sad.
I love the ending.
Yeah.
Well, I just felt like the ending was a little vague, right? The resolution was like, oh, he kind of remembered to meet her at the train station, and now they kind of remember each other.
Well, the point is that the love goes beyond even your brain knowing who the person is. It's so ordained. It's so meant to be that they erased each other.
Real quick, just shut up. Stop talking about it. Okay, least favorite movie. Like, what's a movie you watched that you were like, I can't watch this? Have you walked out of a theater?
I have.
You have? What did you walk out for? Well, Tanner thinks.
I'm trying to remember. What did I walk out of?
I walked out of Sherman
like
and
I
Mr.
have
Peabody.
too. What the hell is that?
It was like a DreamWorks movie about the little dog with the glasses and the kid.
I fell asleep in Shrek 3, also a DreamWorks movie.
Don't even say that in this household, dude. Shrek is beloved.
I fell asleep.
I can't believe
Born
that.
Ultimatum.
Born
You
Ultimatum?
walked out?
I walked out.
Oh, I've never been into those action
Is it because you
films.
were going to barf? Because that movie's filmed like...
Oh,
No, I just
even they're
thought
just talking.
It was just like the whole movie was just like
boring.
we're just gonna talk.
Yeah.
It was a little bit too much of a...
Way too much talk.
That's the worst one, probably, of that series.
Action
Except I didn't see the
movies-
Renner one.
Especially if you watch the other two, you're like, oh, this is gonna be cool. Like
Yeah.
That's
it's
the
continuing, and they just did this. Yeah. Where is he?
yeah.
Where's he at?
Jason Bourne, that's Jesus Christ. That's the
And then
only
you see
line
him
I
like on a
remember.
bench. He's just like, I'm here. I'm outside.
I was here the whole
He's like
time.
peeking behind a little pillar. He's like, whoop, and then he's gone. His head's like popping out of one of those like trash cans. Just
I just
And
saw
then
it
everyone
today.
dies.
really
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert! It's been how long since it came out? Like 20 years.
Dude, close to it.
Yeah, those Bourne movies are old.
Yeah.
Bourne is actually they spell it wrong. It's just like a shorthand, like the way like Southern people say something's boring. They're like Bourne identity, more like Bourne identity,
More like Born. Yeah.
more like Bourne.
I feel that.
I was bored.
That's a very good Larry the Cable Guy you're doing.
That kind of comedy died, right? Like we can no longer just
Yeah.
go I talk funny.
Like, yeah, there's just a gimmick that you wear a shirt with no sleeves.
Imagine being Larry the Cable Guy and spending your whole life, like 30 years doing comedy, and then you play a car in a Disney movie, and that's what makes your money.
He was a multimillionaire.
Oh,
before
yeah,
Cars.
for sure. But now that he's made her.
I know.
Or are you saying before Cars he was a multimillionaire?
Oh, for sure.
Oh
Yeah, but his comedy sucked. I never liked it. I thought it was stupid.
He's
You know what's
not bad.
funny? Is
I'm
that
not being pretentious. Maybe I don't have a good enough sense of humor to like appreciate the simpler comedy.
But his stand
I
up
need stupid stuff.
is
like-
not the same as his like comedy
Like movies.
persona. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do a thing that wasn't Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, I see.
It
I
was
see.
just stand up.
It's just that caught on, and then people just went behind it too
Yeah.
much.
Like, remember when you were a kid and you were like Jeff Foxworthy? Not Jeff Foxworthy. Sorry.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Jeff Dunham is my least favorite
and then
movie
you
of all time.
aged 2 years, and you're like, this guy's racist as hell.
But he sells out stadiums.
It's crazy.
Well,
But
It's
he has
crazy.
a puppet, so
he's also a
technically not racist.
multi-millionaire.
His genre of comedy is making fun of liberals. That's it. But
Essentially.
it's like veiled in the ventriloquism thing with like, yeah, Jeff Dunham might be like one of the worst comedians I've seen
I
too.
hate Jeff Dunham, yeah.
Because like once you like when I was younger, when I was a kid, it was hilarious. But now that I'm older, I'm like, this isn't really like funny.
Now he's never
Like
going
he's
to
got
come
a
on the show.
skeleton of named Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So what I'm supposed to take away from this is either Ahmed is actually a terrible person who's a terrorist that I need to like not like, that's being made to like, or what Jeff Dunham wants to say is, this is what I think of Middle Eastern people. And that is where I was
think
just
even
like,
he's a skeleton. I think the joke is that it's funny that there's an Arab person that's dead.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like, what's that president that said 9 out of 10 natives aren't, what is it? What's the line?
8 out of 10 cats.
One of our presidents said like the most racist thing. It might have inspired Jeff Dunham and all these comedians. He said something about Native Americans. He said 9 out of 10 Native Americans are like violent killers and savages, and he said they're better dead, and I dare not speak on the 10th one. And I'm like, dude.
Whoa.
Oh, that was one of the old presidents.
Yeah, Theodore Roosevelt, I think.
I think so. I think you're
Yeah,
right.
it
I
was
think
a
it was
Teddy?
Teddy.
Yeah,
Holy smokes.
great guy in Night at the Museum. Really great character.
Yes. R.I.P.
He was
Robin Williams.
played by Robin Williams. You know how I find out most of my politics? I swear the band that like got me into like leftism in terms of politics. I'm gonna say it, by the way. I don't really care because I grew up on the right and now I'm on the left, so like I kind of understand both
Sure.
sides and I also hate them both. But a lot of like music I listen to, I'll like get my political opinions from that because I'm like, wait a second, let me look that up.
System of a Down.
System of a Down, Protest the Hero.
Yeah.
Their latest album, Protest the Hero, this like no one's gonna know who that is. Maybe like 2 people that ever listen to this podcast. But they their
Is it
last
U2?
huh?
Is it U2?
No, yeah, basically, it's gonna be us too. But their last album was just all about the American system and things that throughout history that happened that were just super messed up. And then I looked into all these, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm a liberal now, or leftist. I don't know what you call me.
Dude, I'm a
well, are you a leftist?
Anarchist.
I'm a leftist. When I say I'm a liberal, they go like, so you like love Trump, and I'm like, what? I'm so simple-minded when it comes to politics. I just know what I am, like opinion-wise, and then like the label comes after. But what about you? Wait, I'm so sorry. I just derailed us.
Whoa.
We were talking about movies.
We did.
And it's getting cold. And I think my favorite season, great segue here, my favorite season of all is winter. Like, I love the cold and the snow. Are you the same way?
Absolutely not.
Oh, man, I could live in a cabin in the snow. Like, I would love that.
I guess I don't mind, but no, man, we live in paradise already.
Yeah?
It doesn't get better.
What about you, Elton?
I just like sweaters.
That too. I love wearing sweaters and, like, jackets. And you just can't do that in the heat.
Sometimes there's nighttime. Get a little chill. Get a light jacket on.
Maybe, but
When was the last time you wore a suit?
a suit?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. High school.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. My sister's wedding.
Do you wear suits, Albie?
In the wintertime.
Ah.
You throw on a nice
Blazers.
blazer. Yeah.
Dude, I love the wintertime. I love Christmas too. Like, I love the Christmas
is my favorite
season.
holiday.
It's amazing. I know people are like kind of like desensitized by it, and now they like kind of hate it because it's like, oh yeah, consumerism, and like that's all bad and all. But dude, I love going to like a public downtown area where Christmas lights are hung up. It's cold. People are walking around in sweaters, spreading COVID. I'm just kidding. But like, it's so nice, and I love the Christmas spirit because like, yeah, it's about Jesus.
Yeah.
But
sure.
I love Christmas mainly because of the gift giving and the camaraderie of like people, you know.
A Christmas spirit is absolutely a real thing. That,
It is.
That
It totally
happens
is.
around that time.
Well, did you know that it's actually a manufactured holiday by American? Like, hey, shut the.
That's great. I
You
still
know, did you know
worship
love
Santa.
is chemicals? But you love that girl, right? The one that like keeps telling you, "I can't give you my number. I'm just working.
Right.
I'm nice to you because I make your coffee. Please stop asking me for it." Yeah, it's just a chemical, bro. Anyways,
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Christmas song. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
All right.
I watched a music theory video on it once, and it made me just love it even more. Because apparently there's a chord in it that sounds Christmassy, like no matter what.
It's
You know
the
what I'm talking about?
the chord of the song.
The chord. Well, there's 4 chords, right? Like right. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's one note off.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's fucking boring as shit.
The high note where she goes, "Woo."
Yeah. What's your favorite Christmas song? These are like specific things that people got to know about us
It's
going
from
in.
the end of Home Alone 2, and I don't even know what it's like, but it's that one that goes like Starlight, Starlight.
That was a Christmas movie, huh?
I just watched
Home Alone
that.
movies are Christmas movies.
That's
yeah.
so crazy. Those are great movies, by the way.
Amazing.
What about you, Albie? What's your favorite Christmas song?
Last Christmas.
Last Christmas.
By
the
which? By
I Gave You
Wham?
My Heart. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
No.
Bro.
Did she do a version of that?
Probably everyone
No,
in the
it was.
world
I think it
has
was
done.
Ariana Grande.
Oh my god, I love Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
It's music. I also have a huge crush on Ariana Grande, but we'll
Really?
talk about that. Oh my god, yeah.
I had to drop her
Really?
because of the donut thing.
Wait, what donut thing? Hold on.
Whoa.
She bit
Pause.
a donut, spit it out, and then put it back in and said, "This donut place sucks."
No way, really?
And ever since then, she's been
Wow.
mad at me.
Dude, I would be like, yeah, babe, you're right. Like, let's go somewhere else.
Donuts are dumb.
You are right. You are so right. Hey,
Yeah.
is it cool if you like stay home tonight and don't go out with your guy friends? I don't know. Ariana Grande is just one of the like hottest people alive, I think. Real talk.
Wow.
I mean, she's in Fortnite, dude.
I see her and I can't unsee
What?
the donut.
She's in Fortnite.
What the hell?
You can play as Ariana Grande in Fortnite. That sucks though. Celebrities that suck that like reveal themselves to be terrible people. It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at separating artist from art though. Or no, sorry. Maybe I'm too good at it, right?
Well, I guess.
Like, dang, man, R. Kelly. But that one song that he did.
Remix to Ignition is
Dude,
fire
oh my God, I know.
forever.
Oh, it's so good. Have you seen the video of him, like, fighting for his life? When he yells, he sounds like he's singing. He's like,
Fighting
people
for
out
his
here
life?
trying to accuse me, and I'm not even
I love
doing
that video.
anything. And it's like,
Oh,
this
I think I
is
do.
real life R. Kelly. Like, they're trying to kill me, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That was racist.
Some interview.
That was actually
Yeah.
racist. I did not mean to do that.
You're just doing an R. Kelly impression.
Let's play a game. Talk about a foreign celebrity and don't talk like them.
Okay.
Like, yeah, my favorite Jackie Chan interview was when he said, and we'll just bleep that part out. Did he say that?
No, but he's like super down.
Oh,
down
really?
With that. Yeah.
Wow. Well, anyways, so favorite Christmas movie now. Let's talk about that because that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I have one, and mine. I'll go first.
Yeah.
Favorite Christmas movie: King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong. It's a Christmas movie. They don't spend a majority of the movie in New York during the winter, but the final act of the movie is in New York during Christmas time. And there's a scene where Emma Watts, I think her name was, Mia Watts? Naomi Watts.
Naomi.
There's too many Watsons.
Not really.
There's too many Watsons. But
Okay.
King Kong and her are like ice skating together. And it's really sweet.
And that's what makes a Christmas movie for you?
Well, it came out in Christmas time. Came out in like
did.
January.
It
Yeah.
So did Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not a
Every year,
Christmas movie because there was no like Christmassy stuff.
How do you know it wasn't December on Jakku?
I mean, it's like forever winter on Jakku.
So it's Christmas.
Dude, that's where I would live in
Forever.
Star Wars universe. Jakku, snow planet, dude. I don't know what it is. I just love the snow.
Yeah.
What about you?
Jakku.
Okay.
Jakku, yeah.
Wait, favorite Christmas movie though? What's your favorite?
It's Christmas Vacation,
Oh, that's right.
the National Lampoon film. I think I'll put my money down. Funniest movie ever made.
Remember when you sat me down to watch it and then I just talked for like the first 20 minutes and you were like, let's watch this another time?
Let's put on a different one.
All right, I guess we'll play Scrabble.
I have a
now.
religious zeal for that movie. So somebody
do.
not watching it is like pissing on the Torah.
Yeah. Oh.
You know? Like, it's so good.
Dude, that's, yeah. Everyone I know that likes
This
Christmas
jokes
Vacation
per
loves
minute
it.
is gnarly. They say Airplane has the most jokes. JPMs. Because Airplane is like...
Airplane is really good.
every single line.
Rip
Christmas
Leslie Nielsen.
Vacation's pretty close, dude. Every single thing delivered is pretty funny in that movie.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I've shown people Grand Budapest, and when they start talking, I'm like, we're not watching this right now. You are going to shut up. It's like showing your friend music.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, for this good part, it's like the next hour. Just listen. And then you sit there and go, and then this part.
Yeah.
Dude, and then you're telling them, like, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Okay, this next part, they play, like, the xylophone, and then, like, after that, like, literally in 5 seconds, the guitar plays the same thing. And then you just sit
Did
there
you
and
hear
you're like,
that?
this is the worst music I've ever
Did you like that part?
Yeah, it's the worst way to show people music. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Albie?
Christmas with the Cranks.
Is that the Robert
What?
De Niro movie? No.
No.
What's
It's Danny DeVito and Ray Romano.
Christmas with the Cranks?
That's your favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
What is?
Wow. And the kid Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, nice. What is the movie about? I've
The
never
Cranks.
heard of it. I've never seen
I
it.
saw it one time. What is it about, Albie?
It's about Tim Allen.
Oh, it's not the Ray Romano one? What movie am I talking about then?
Oh, I don't know. Do I know? Did I remember the wrong movie?
I was just going off.
Yeah, look up Christmas with the Cranks.
Ray Romano is in Welcome to Mooseport. Is that what
What?
I'm thinking of?
Christmas with the Cranks, 2004 film. Okay. Let's see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, Tim Allen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Tim Allen.
It's Tim Allen. Dan Aykroyd,
Jamie Lee
that's
Curtis,
right.
Dan Aykroyd. Oh, so is it like one of those things where it's like, is it okay? This is a genre of movie that's like super popular.
Uh-huh.
Son, only sane member of the family invites girlfriend over for a holiday. Family is crazy. We've all seen that one, right?
Yes.
Brother wants to bang the girlfriend. Other brother and girlfriend are super toxic and hate each other.
Yes.
Dad is super cold and awkward towards son. Mom is overbearingly like why is that always the formula? I've
It
seen like
works.
at least like 10 or 12 movies. that have the same exact story.
Because that's how
Except
people are in the
this one has
Midwest.
Barbara Streisand in it.
Yeah.
And this one has this character in it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is I'm saying that like I didn't like them. I loved each and every one of them.
They're all good.
They're all good. But then I'm like, dang, like really? Did I have to see Jessica Alba be the girlfriend this time, or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Jessica Alba hot?
It's worth it.
Yes.
Remember, there was the Jessica thing. It was Jessica Biel, Jessica Alba, and I guess people were tossing Jessica Simpson into that conversation.
Don't
Don't say
Jessica
that.
Simpson?
That
No.
never happened.
I mean, it's obviously Jessica Biel,
Okay, who's Jessica Biel?
Justin Timberlake's
wife.
wife. Yeah.
I don't know. Can you look her up, Albie?
Really?
She's
You
from
don't know who she is?
Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. Never watched that. Oh, is
She
that
had
the
that-
one with the actor that just went to jail?
Heaven.
No.
Yeah, the dad.
Oh,
is
yeah,
the dad, yeah.
A real creep.
You don't know her?
Dude,
She-
Candy, that 2022 show, that was a really good show.
Yeah, the one where she was on the beach thing.
Okay,
It was a good show.
I'm not really into the look, but I will say out of those three, yeah, Jessica Biel is probably the
But
hottest.
just do me a favor.
She's just like naturally a beautiful person.
Well, who's your guys' celebrity crush?
You go.
Old or new?
I don't know what my celebrity crush is. New, latest.
Latest?
Yeah,
Latest.
I do know.
Latest crush would be
Daisy Ridley from the new Star Wars.
Okay.
Super
Yeah.
hot. I love Ray. That was like my most recent one.
Wait, what's her name?
Daisy Ridley?
Daisy Ridley.
Didn't you? You didn't see the new Star Wars album?
I did, but I don't remember what she looks like.
Yeah, she's not on screen that much in those.
She had to get rid of her social medias apparently because it was just super toxic and she hated it.
Oh, I thought because she's just super beautiful.
We should probably all do that if we're honest.
Get rid of our social
Yeah.
medias. I'm too invested in like validation and like people caring about my life.
Yeah.
I hate it, but you know.
I know. We should start a podcast so people stare at us.
Well, the one thing in life that I want is I want people to like me and care when I'm dead.
Isn't that
That's
what
it.
everybody wants?
Probably.
That's a dream.
But the thing is I think I have an unhealthy attachment to that. I don't do things that people like, right? I'm a people pleaser to an extent, but I'm not to the point where I want to be liked so bad that I'm
Yeah.
fake. It's like, you know me. You've known me for
Yeah.
years. Albie knows me. I do what I do and I want people to like me. So when people don't, I'm like sad, but at the same time I'm like, well, I'm still going to be a stupid, weird asshole, you know.
You're invariably authentic, and then, yes, at the same time, just like insecure about that.
Fiending for people's...
Yeah. They
yeah.
better like it. Yeah. You're bold and timid at the same time, perhaps you could say.
Yeah, I guess so. But not timid to the point where it's annoying.
Yeah, you're not meek.
Dude, I've had moments like that where like I've been with like a friend or a family member that like acts like that, like overly meek and apologetic.
Yeah.
It's like to the point where they like prostrate themselves over like the smallest things. And you're like, dude, I didn't want to beat you up until you apologized for the fifth time. Now I just want to kick your ass.
And that's called anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, I hate it because I probably do it too. I'm always super apologetic, overly.
It happens.
Is that a good enough intro? We explained everything that people need to know about us, right?
I mean,
No. There's something that you want to talk about.
what's that?
First screen name.
Oh, brother. So,
Do you remember yours?
man,
Do you remember yours, Albie? Your first screen name ever?
Yes.
Not first email, because email is like...
well, same thing. That's what I'm talking about. You make an email on AOL and it's your AIM screen name.
I didn't really use AIM a lot.
What?
Yeah.
How are we the same age if you weren't on AIM?
I mean, I used it, but I don't remember having a screen name.
What?
What?
I don't remember what my AIM screen name was. You couldn't make your own?
You did make your own.
Maybe you did. I don't
okay.
quite remember now.
I know what my screen name was if I made it. But
Yeah.
you go first, because mine is really, really weird.
Mine was Confused Soul 211. I was probably 11.
Dang.
Yeah, probably like 6th grade.
But you were like dual spirited, so you were like, I have two souls in me and I'm 11.
I think I had
And they're both
depression.
confused. Probably, right?
Yeah, I think I had preteen depression.
You went to church all your life, and then when you were 11, you were like, but if God real, then why bad thing happen?
Precisely.
You're like,
You
no,
actually-
I'm confused.
Yeah, hitting it on the head there,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I've never been religiously confused, but I have been religiously like adventure.
Oh,
Whoa.
bleep that out.
adventurous.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, I want to look into this. I want to look into this.
Right.
But I think I've always believed in like a god.
So what was your first screen name?
It was Not Confused Soul 12.
Oh, very good.
It was I'm sure of myself.
I'm sure of myself. God is real. .20. .92. I don't know. No, my first screen name was probably Inuyasha Jr. 1017.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. That was like my dude. I was obsessed with Inuyasha, and I wanted to
Junior.
be Inuyasha's kid. Yeah,
But why Junior?
because I wanted to be Inuyasha's son.
Because he always had to submit to the authority of Inuyasha.
You could just been Inuyasha's son.
Dude, when I was a kid, when I
Yeah.
was in like 4th grade, I was pretty much. I didn't play any music. I like playing piano. I was into video games. I just like Nintendo. I didn't watch anime. I loved Pokemon. It was huge. And then one of my friends was like, dude, my brother, he's in 6th grade. My older brother, he's got this manga. It's called Inuyasha. And he just opens up. He's like, look. And the first thing I see is Kagome's boob. And I was like, I need to buy Inuyasha now. And I just, that's what got me into, you know. And my mom was like, wow. My mom was a great mom to the effect that when I'd say I'm really into this thing, she would like break her back just trying to like get me stuff for that.
That's
I was
cool.
such
Double
an
down.
ungrateful teen though. When I was a teenager, I was a piece of shit. I hated. I wish I could go back to my teen years and like just smack myself around. Just be like, dude, you better just appreciate everything now.
I know, huh?
I wonder if that's just everyone's story, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're not rich, you're probably a terrible kid. Rich kids don't have anything to be upset about.
And
Right?
money solves everything.
It kind of does. Weird Al Yankovic, if money can't buy happiness, I guess I'll have to rent it. Great line.
Brilliant.
From a movie where he sings about how rich he is.
Yeah.
I think it's called This Is the Life. Great song. But anyways, then I got into anime, and I was just so obsessed with Inuyasha because it was the first one. Aged terribly. Terrible, boring anime nowadays. But that's what like got me on that thing, and I was like obsessed with Inuyasha. And then my first email was red.vampire@yahoo.com.
Completely
Holy
different.
cow.
Yeah. I did have a Bloody Tears one as well. I had like Arion of Bloody Tears one time. Yeah.
Wow. So you also had childhood depression.
Probably. Yeah, I was probably just really depressed and didn't know it.
Bloody
Anxiety.
tears, huh?
Albie, first screen name.
It's really cringy.
Oh, it can't
We
be
love that.
Inuyasha Jr.
Shadow Flame DX.
No,
That's the best
That's
one.
actually sick though. Yeah,
That goes way
full
harder.
disclaimer, we're just pretending to like Albie's name because he will leave the podcast if we're not nice to him all the time. That is really cool, Albie. No,
it's cooler than Confused Soul.
I
dude.
think Confused Soul and Inuyasha Jr. are like, they're the two people that log on and people are like, and then Shadow Flame DX comes on and they're like, dude, this guy's cool.
It sounds like Albie curls our screen names as bicep curls.
I
Shadow
mean,
Flame DX.
it's, I'm just kidding, Albie. I do think it's actually cool. I'm not lying to you for your friendship.
I think it's cool AF.
Yeah. Because I think
It's a good gamer tag.
Shadow Flame DX also just sounds like a like Yu-Gi-Oh thing, right? And like
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh was huge when we were kids.
Is
What
that
was
where
your
it comes
first
from?
email? Do you remember your first email?
Adidas boy.
Adidas boy? I forgot to mention Albie is the most fashionable out of us. Absolutely. Albie's
he's got
got
some
like
swag, huh?
Albie's got the swag. He's got the Coach wallet. Or no, it's not
Cable
Coach, it's
knit
Louis
sweater?
Vuitton, right? Yeah, Louis Vuitton wallet. He's got like nice clothes. I've got like 30 between the Buried and Me shirts, and I just alternate between them every day.
That's good enough, bro.
You've never seen me wear this though.
I've seen you wear that before.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I've seen that part of your wardrobe before.
I bought a Sonic shirt the other day, and I was like, now Tanner can't say I only wear the same
Oh,
shirts.
Christ. Sonic, huh? From the movie?
Sanic the Hedgehog, the Hodgehog,
The Hodgehog.
arguably best video game movies ever made. The Sonic movies are amazing,
Whoa.
Yes.
and Jim Carrey just makes them.
Even better.
Yeah.
Elevates it.
Jim Carrey played Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik, amazingly. I didn't even like Sonic until those... I mean, I liked Sonic
Yeah.
as a kid, but I didn't love it the way I do now until those movies came out, and I was like, oh my God, that was amazing.
Well, they made them for 30-year-old men, so it makes sense.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but I think you are absolutely correct.
No.
It was made for
I'm
30-year-old
not being
men.
sarcastic at all.
Are you incapable
Of course they made
sarcasm?
this Sonic movie for adults.
I think they did.
It is a
though.
30-year-old video game.
I think that's the reason why most like franchises fail is because they're like, we're 20 years old now. Let's just cater to the 15-year-olds that haven't played the last 8 games for the past 20 years. Dude, Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked because they wrote it for 14-year-olds. Those 14-year-olds that liked Kingdom Hearts 1 are now 34, you know?
Right.
Like, let's be real. Write it. You don't have to make it adult, but dang, Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked.
Give them closure. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
They were like, I think people forgot about this series. Like, oh no, we remember. Pushing Winnie Pooh on the swing. Winnie the Pooh.
You get to push Winnie the Pooh?
You get to push Winnie the Pooh on a swing in a minigame.
Might need to try it out.
That sounds awesome.
Never played Kingdom Hearts. That's cool.
Okay, let's see. I have some stuff written down here for this. This is our first episode, so we kind of just did a long intro about ourselves. But now that you know us,
Yeah.
you know our names, you know our favorite actors, our favorite actresses. No, celebrity crushes.
We never said mine.
What was your celebrity crush?
It's Kate Beckinsale.
No, we were supposed to pick modern.
Oh, I got to pick a modern one.
Yeah.
because she was from Underworld, right?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie.
Oh, good choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie is strikingly attractive, but I just don't like blonde. I'm not into the blondes.
That's fine. Race traitor.
Okay. All right. So, what? Okay. Oh, I had this written down. We wanted to talk about what's been happening in the world recently. I think what we'll do
Some
for
people
this,
call that news.
the news, and old news. Think about that phrase for a second. Old news. That was like a failed banger tweet.
See what you did there.
This tweet has been deleted. People talking about news, but when it's old, it's not news anymore. That's true.
Why don't we call it olds?
Right. I call it olds. I feel
Everything
like
that happens in the paper is from yesterday.
You'll get an illicit website if you look up olds online. Anyways,
Really?
so news? No, I'm just making a guess. Don't look up Lemon Party. We'll cut that out because that's actually a thing.
Google meatspin.com.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Meatspin. Can we talk about Meatspin?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Do you think there's someone that's still there from like the moment they opened it?
Yes.
Like they saw the counter? Because it says you've been
Whoa.
here for so many revolutions.
That's right.
I wonder if there is like...
Wait, the thing would have to tap out, right?
No.
Dude.
I don't think so.
It doesn't clock over at 999
Maybe
million.
it does.
I don't know.
Let's do the math.
How many spins?
Let's
have
do
you
the
got?
math. If meat spin...
How many spins per second?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how many spins per second are there? And if someone left meat spin open from the moment that it was published, like first person on,
Right.
how many
We'll
rotations
do the
would
math. We'll get back and we'll do the math on that.
That's math for next episode.
Uh-huh.
So anyways, that was our long intro. We'll usually have a short intro. And then we'll talk about the news. And what I wanted to talk about with you guys, because you guys don't know about this, but this just recently happened. Have you guys not heard of the rotisserie chicken man that ate his 40th, after 40 consecutive days, he ate his 40th consecutive rotisserie chicken, but he made it an event in Philadelphia.
Oh, I did hear about this.
You did hear about this?
Yeah.
Dude, hundreds of people showed up for this guy on an abandoned pier behind a Walmart to watch him eat his 40th rotisserie chicken.
So he just
It's legit.
each day would eat one?
Albie, can you look this up? Look up rotisserie chicken man. Yeah, each day for 40 days, he ate a rotisserie chicken. I don't know how to spell rotisserie.
What's the size of the bird?
I don't know how to spell it either.
ROTIS.
ROTIS.
Uh-huh. Rotisserie
gone from there.
rotisserie chicken
ERR
man. And then look at these pictures. Show Tanner these pictures. Go to images. Oh, that's
This guy's
him.
really handsome. What the heck?
He is really handsome. He's a like strikingly good man.
Did he just get buff from eating chicken?
He looks like Chris Hemsworth's like hot younger brother.
He's got good eyebrows.
Yeah, wait, go back, Albie. Go back to the previous page and click on images. I want Tanner to see how ridiculous this like crowd turn up was.
What's the size of the bird, though?
He's holding it in the picture.
Look at this guy.
What a
Is
champion!
that good for you?
A rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, 100%. That's a lot of protein.
But it's a lot of grease too, isn't it?
No,
can take
but,
the skin off.
But grease is good for you. The fats are really good for you.
Fat's better than sugar. Your body
is.
has to have fat to
Yes,
to work.
fat's good for your brain apparently.
It's good for your brain and it's good for your joints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point. Yeah, he's here. there's one that says, "Come watch me eat an entire rotisserie chicken" on his flyer.
This wasn't on OnlyFans?
That would be great, like a live stream event, OnlyFans live stream.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah. For
Also,
40th
we're going to have a
straight day.
3-man cult OnlyFans.
We should make an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Let's discuss that. If you could make, how much money would you have to make on OnlyFans for you to be like, yeah, it's worth doing that? But I don't care about other people. SW.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can actually say the term, but
Tanner, he looks
that
like you
kind
in
of
this
work.
picture.
Dude, he does look like you. I feel like that kind of work. It's there's a price that to everyone is worth it. Like, how much would you have to make a month to be like, yeah, I'll do it?
There's nothing about the OnlyFans, to my knowledge, that says you have to do nude pornography on that website.
Yeah.
We could have an OnlyFans where
nudes.
we play
Is that
Xbox.
Mike Tyson with a chef hat on? Who is that guy?
Nope, Chad. That's just another human being that's black, holding some chickens.
I got to tell you, that's the first time in like years that I've ever done that because I avoid that entirely.
Oh yeah, I never do that.
He looks like Mike Tyson
Hey,
from
look,
the
there's
Tiny
another
Image.
Mike Tyson down there. Is that Logan Paul up there? Just
Dude,
another
this guy's
white
just
guy.
awesome. I hope this guy gets famous. No, that's that looks like Rick
That's just a
Raff.
fan.
It's just a fan.
What is going on?
That's a
Anyways, that's
rotisserie chicken
what happened
fan.
in news.
You know, rotisserie chicken's a great, like a poor food. You could eat it if you're not poor too. But you walk into
True.
the any grocery store,
Like
they got
$7,
a
$5.
lot of them. Yeah,
And it
It's
lasts
probably like
like
7
a
weeks.
couple days, right?
you
You can
could
eat it
make
last
it
a
last a
week.
week. Yeah, easy,
A week?
Yeah.
easy. You have a leg for lunch, a leg for dinner.
Dude, I'm so paranoid
have
about food
You make
spoiling.
chicken
you make
sandwich.
chicken salad.
Yeah.
You don't think it would spoil?
If you're poor, dude, you got to get your chicken on.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
The 6th and 7th day of rotisserie chicken is a purge day where you just get food poisoning.
Well, no, because you can make
Let it all out.
You can make like soup. You can make.
Right. You do
true.
something to preserve it.
I lived in a house years ago where my family member, I won't call her out or them out, but
It was a dog.
There was always spoiled food in the fridge from like years ago. And I was always told, well, back in my day, there weren't any expiration dates.
Now, listen,
It was
there's
like-
something to that because I've
Really?
been upset recently. You know what I asked for my birthday? This is how you know that I'm aging.
Okay, what?
A butter dish.
A butter dish.
I have a butter dish.
You got to have a butter dish. When I moved in
Butter's terrible for you,
with
though.
my girl and her mom, hey, being a millennial rules. They eat margarine.
Thanks, boomers.
Thanks, boomers.
They eat what?
Why
Margarine?
Margarine.
What's wrong? What's margarine? What's the difference between butter and margarine?
It's like vegetable oil, but it tastes like butter, but not really.
I don't want to exaggerate, but do you like to eat plastic?
Is there plastic in it?
That's what margarine is.
Hmm.
It's like
But it's vegan.
Kraft cheese.
Usually.
It's like sawdust in like Parmesan
It's supposed to be healthier because it's not.
and like bugs in
butter.
cereal. I love when
Taco
the
Bell
FDA,
tacos have sand.
Yeah, I love when the FDA or like the who's the food
And Drug Administration.
yeah. Or like food departments will be like, it'll be like, there's sawdust in Parmesan cheese, and they go, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't like fix it at all. It's like we're
But
trying to put less in there.
I get
but
salted butter. That can last for
Butter's bad
so
for you, though.
long on the counter.
Isn't butter like terrible for
No,
your
it's
body?
great for you.
It's
great
just
for your body.
fat.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
not that
you
bad.
Want it, you want it. You can put a stick of butter in your coffee.
Sugar
That's
won.
disgusting.
They call it bulletproof. Sugar won the lobbying political wars. This goes back to the 50s. Do some Googling. Fat and sugar, everything is in moderation, right? Your body
Yeah.
needs both of these things. Carbohydrates are just sugars.
I thought protein was like number one, numero uno, right?
Not necessarily. It's building blocks of a lot of things, right? Your DNA is made of proteins
Okay, makes sense.
and it's stuff in your brain. But fat, butter, I'm talking about a butter dish, bro. You put your salted butter on the butter dish. It's
Yeah.
good on the counter.
But what if it melts?
It gets soft.
Yeah.
It doesn't become a pool. Who likes waking up in the morning and you like to have a piece of toast and you get scrape the margarine out from the fridge and you get some weird
I'm
sleeve of margarine
I'm
plastic
trying to lose weight though. I'm fat
and it
I'm trying to
doesn't
lose weight.
melt.
So I
Then
don't
you
get
want
to.
butter.
But I don't enjoy toast. I don't get to enjoy bread.
Just
right.
eat the butter straight.
Wouldn't
Carbs,
wanna have
car-
too
too
much
much
of that.
carbs just makes you tired throughout the day.
No. You're eating the wrong carbs.
Is that true?
Yes.
That's also true.
Well, bread.
Too, yeah.
Sorry, what I should have specified was carbs from bread is like complex and it makes you tired.
Yeah.
It's like you have an
complex
In-N-Out
carbohydrates.
Yeah, you have an In-N-Out burger and you're gonna be full and like kind of, but you have an In-N-Out burger without the bread and just lettuce wrapped. You feel amazing.
Yeah.
It's like you're energized.
Yeah.
I love
You can eat sourdough bread.
that. Is that like less carbs?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Humanity sucks with eating because like I feel like if I could just take a pill that would give me my macros, I wouldn't even eat.
I have been saying that for so long.
Really?
That if I had a genie, one of my wishes would be, I don't care if it's a gray blob, I don't care what kind of a thing it is. I just
one little.
want, to forget about eating. I love food. I enjoy food. But if I could eliminate that thought process from my life forever, man.
If I could just eat one rotisserie chicken a day and be good.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
Imagine
that's what
how
I
buff
would
you could
wish
get.
for. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would get buff.
Well, chicken has more protein, right?
They say you want to
Than
have
beef and
yeah.
like fish.
Well, not that
No.
it's more, but it's the most cost efficient.
Yeah.
I see.
Steak
I
for
see.
sure is like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but steak, you don't want to eat too much red meat. It's bad for you.
Is that true? I've heard both sides of that.
It's
Yeah.
because
Red meat's bad?
No, it's not that it's bad, but red meat will increase your uric acid in your body.
I see.
It's harder for your liver. Your liver has to break down everything. You generally think about it breaking down alcohol and drugs and stuff, but it breaks down everything. So even cheese is harder for your liver to process, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been eating healthier lately to, like, lose weight because I am on a weight loss journey. I've lost 17 pounds so far. I'm still fat, but
I have lost 40 pounds. In fact,
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Dude, you know what's crazy is, like, not thinking that I'm fat and, like, looking at the, like, daily energy expenditure or whatever and, like, your calories and, like, doing all the math. And then the internet's like, you're obese. And I'm like, let me compare myself to other obese people. I'm like, oh, I am obese. I'm just 5'6". And most obese people I see are tall. So they're like massive, but I'm big for my size apparently. And I'm not body shaming. I don't really care about anyone's body, but also don't tell me not to shame my own body. I get to body shame my body.
Hey man, if you want to, what you perceive even as a, self improvement journey, that's all for that.
Well, you know what's funny is before I started losing weight, I would look at my body in the mirror and just be like, yep. But now that I've started to lose weight, I look at myself in the mirror and I have like almost like dysmorphia where I'm like, I'm huge. Like, what the hell? It's
Your
weird.
mortality started staring you in the face.
Well, not that. It's just that I want to be hot. I really don't care about anything else. I just want to look good and have like a nice body.
It's pretty cool.
It's for me for sure, but I'm not gonna lie and say that it wouldn't be for other people that see it and go, that guy's got a nice body.
Tell me this.
Why not?
Do you look at other men more than you look at other women?
I think so.
In public,
Granted that we're all heterosexuals here.
right? Well, I don't know about that.
Definitely
I don't
think
know
I've
if I
always
would
looked
say.
at other men more.
I
It's a what's the other team working with? You know
That's
what I mean?
interesting, but don't you think it's statistically like offset by the amount of men there are?
Oh no, but
compared to
I
women?
think it makes sense because those are your natural competitors.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So your dinosaur brain goes.
Well, I also don't like pay much mind to women in public that I don't know because I don't want to like. Come off
same too.
you know.
Like I
I don't check women out anymore. I think when I was a teenager, I would like look at a girl's butt and be like, damn. Never catcalled though. I don't know what that's like, but
Okay, but you're telling me you don't do the you can't help it. If you had an eye tracker and you're talking, your barista's taking your order and she's
here's what I've
got
heard.
state
Here's
troopers.
what I've heard from multiple women in like different things, like online and talking to them. If they've got their cleavage out and they've got a nice chest, and you look, no harm, no foul. They said staring is the problem.
That's
They
what
said
I'm
they
saying.
don't care if a man looks at their chest.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like if I had when I get a six pack, dude, I'm wearing crop tops. Like
Yeah,
I am
same.
absolutely
Yeah.
dressing as insanely like
yeah.
slutty as I can.
I have 30 tank tops in my closet that I'm
Yeah.
waiting to
And
fill out.
If a woman looks at my gray sweatpants, I'd probably be like, nice, that's what they're for. But if a
Yeah.
woman stared at them, I actually would probably feel a little uncomfortable. I'd be like, okay, all right. I'd shift in my seat. I'd be like, okay,
Maybe I do have a total ego because I would
really?
get off on that, to be crude. For sure.
It's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, except instead of the like woman coming out of the pool naked, it's just the woman in Starbucks looking at your pants. You're just like, yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And then we're like, dude, Tanner, we started this episode 5 minutes ago and you've been masturbating.
Furiously.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I do have an ego, but I feel like maybe I am a little gay for myself, right? Well, thanks for watching. This is the 3-Man Cult first episode. One day we'll grow. One day we will grow to a large cult. You guys will be part of the like subsect cult.
But it'll still be 3.
You can be attached to us,
Yeah.
but you're like downtown Disney and we're Disneyland. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's only 3 people there. Okay, bye.
Bye.